on today's episode of My Brother-in-Law Teaches Me Things, we are going to be doing a crawfish boil.
So I know that there's a million different ways to do a crawfish boil, and none of them are wrong, but we're going to be showing you the way that I've learned how to do it. And don't destroy me in the comments if you have a different way. One disclaimer is that there's no sausage in today's crawfish boil, which I know is a sin by most New Orleanian standards. Due to dietary restrictions, we chose to refrain from sausage.
Still good crawfish though. So watch and see what happens.
So the ingredients that you'll need is corn, garlic, mushroom, celery, lemons, onions, potatoes, crab oil, and liquid crab oil. Oh, and don't forget the crawfish. So in this video, we're using the crawfish boiling kit. Now depending on what kind of kit you get, it could come with a lot of different pieces. Our kit came with a boiling pot, 2 strainers, a paddle, and a burner. And that's really all you need, but some things come with more. So the first thing that we did was fill up our pot 3/4 of the way. After that, we hooked up our propane and now we're getting ready to light it.
Open the bottle.
Open the bottle.
Open the regulator.
Open the regulator.
Smell the gas. Hear the gas?
I hear it.
For everyone not from New Orleans, this is what crab boil seasoning looks like. This may look like a lot of seasoning, but with how much water and how much food that we're going to put in there, it is proportional. Also, you want to put this in before the water starts boiling, because the salt in it will make it boil faster. Now that we got that started, we're beginning to prep the crawfish. A lot of people like to purge their crawfish, but Randy said he finds that kills more than it actually helps. Instead of purging, Randy suggests that we put all the crawfish in the strainer and rinse them off with the hose, trying to get as much dirt off as possible. Now that we're done rinsing the crawfish, we want to put all the vegetables into the second strainer. Put everything in except the lemons and the corn. After that, everything's going to go directly into the boiling water. Right before we put in the vegetables, we're going to add a smidge of liquid crab oil. While that boils for 10 minutes, we're going to prep the lemons. We forgot to record it, but after the 10 minutes is up, you want to add in your mushrooms, then cook 5 more minutes before adding your lemons. You want to cut them in half, and then we're going to squeeze them into the water later. This is also a good time to pre-cut your corn. You can do this after if you want, or you can struggle through the tough corn. 10 minutes later, we're taking it out the pot. Now get your lemons and squeeze them. After you squeeze them, they're going to go into the strainer with the rest of the veggies. Now we're going to put in the rest of our dry crab boil seasoning. Something you may not know is that the dry crab boil seasoning is a lot less spicy than the liquid. So a little bit of the liquid goes a long way, but the powdered you pretty much dump the whole thing in. After you take out the veggies and before you put the crawfish in, you want to make sure that the water is brought back up to a boil. And then again, after you put the crawfish and veggies back in, you want to make sure it's brought back up to a boil again. Then cook it for 5 minutes. Last but not least, after we turn off the fire, we want to add in the corn. After putting in the corn, put the lid back on and let everything soak for 15 to 30 minutes. You want to start checking on the crawfish around the 15-minute mark, but don't let them soak for more than 30 minutes. If they soak too long, it's hard to get the tail out, but if they don't soak long enough, they are bland. 15 to 30 minutes later.
I need my red.
So now we're going to try a few.
How to peel a crawfish 101.
First thing you want to do is break the tail off the body. Now you want to start peeling the outer shell off of the tail. The easiest way to do it is to separate the top from the bottom. After you get most of this off, or at least some of it, you want to pinch the tail. Now, enjoy! Now if that's not spicy enough for you, Randy does the same process just by pinching the tail and pulling the tail right out of the shell, then sucks the head, which I do not do, but it is spicier if that's what you're looking for. Now it's time to take the crawfish out. By the way, this is the heaviest thing I've ever lifted in my life. Thank God that we put that board down because I could not hold it any longer. Now it's time to enjoy. We like to spread them out on the table over some newspaper and eat outside to enjoy the nice day.
Alright, so that's it. Crawfish boil is done. We are full and happy. Everything went swimmingly, sausage or no sausage. If you have ways that you like to do crawfish boils and not a low country boil, please tell us. We'd be happy to know. Drop it in the comments. We'd be happy to hear from you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Look in the description below for all of our ingredients and steps and timing and everything that you did, because it's all going to be time-lapse to look really good. But that's not exactly how long it took us to do this crawfish boil. Also, we're going to have another video coming out where he teaches me what to do with all of our leftovers from the crawfish boil. So if you're interested in that, stick around or look for another video because it's probably already done by now.
It's potato salad.
It's potato salad. Hopefully you like that. If you don't, watch the video anyway. We don't care too much.